Oops. Make sure volume is down. Hello, Teaquilters. Today is Wednesday, June 18th, I think. Yes, the 18th, 2025. It's 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we're here for live 1-hour chat. I'm hoping that you can hear me, or if I need to put in mics, let me know. I got my iPad plugged in, but if we need to use the mics, just let me know. Let me see who's in the chat. So we've got Darcy here saying, hey, hi T and all quilters. Give T your thumbs up if you're new here. Subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. Also check out the Facebook page, Teaquilts LLC, where you need to answer 4 questions so that you can gain admission. So thank you, Darcy. Dee Branson's here saying her rent is paid. That means she's hit the thumbs up button. Have you? If not, please hit the thumbs up button while I'm doing these quick shout outs. I would really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Janice Miller is here. Delia Castro Short. C-Rex. Sue says 7 days until retreat 2025. Yeah. That. It's really 6 because half this day is gone. So yeah. And Delia says she just got back from a retreat on Monday, and she's going on another one in October. Zandra Odom is here. Jan F. Bonita Nan. Suzette Peterkin Denton. I scrolled. C Joy Creations. Hopefully you got your pattern by now. I mailed it again. Judy Smith. Carissa Reninger. Vivian Calvi. Claudette Hall. Minnie Dula. Minnie, I got your email. I do have you written down for what you requested. I did have a question, but I think I figured it out. I think I'm okay. Diane McCoy is here. Brenda Foley. Quilt Gal. And thank you so much for your thumbs up. And Michelle the Quilter. Okay, good, Michelle. Thank you. Kim R is here. Remo JS is here. Reminding you also to hit the thumbs up button to show your love and enjoy the honest educator. Let's thumbs up and be present. And Jan F says she can't hear, and other people saying they can hear me just fine. Sheila Willis is here. Lana Dean. Let's make sure we get everybody. Don Cunningham. Melina Montoya. Okay, thank you for letting me know, C Joy. I don't know what's up with the mail system. It's just crazy right now. So, T90 Edwards is here. Hey, welcome to the chat. And I had to turn up volume, but it is fine. Okay. Hi, Damali J. Welcome to the chat. So, since Saturday when I was last live, I have just still been, I did take off Sunday. And then I guess like Sunday night, I probably started back doing some work. So I actually sent out updated retreat list for requests. And then I also have since updated that, got everything re-updated. And then what else? I just been working on retreat stuff. I got some drawings. I got all of that stuff figured out. What else? It's like I have so many things. Oh, I've been doing a lot of typing. That's what it is. Typing and printing, getting stuff out. And I still got to do some more typing and printing because I got to make a list of people that the donors to the retreat. So I need to make sure that I type that up. That's what I'm missing. And I'm trying to figure out, I think I'm just going to do it different. I normally had like a 2x4 space on a piece of paper, but I think I'm going to try to do them smaller so I can have less pieces of paper because so many people donated this year, which is a wonderful thing. I did take off. And then Saturday, I also forgot to tell you all that I did finish my quilt top. And I don't think I showed it to you. I forgot to tell you Saturday. I did this like late last week. And I'm not going to be able to show you the whole thing here. But I'll just open up a portion of it. Just trying to find where the top is because this is more modern. So it's a little bit, it's weird. So I think that might be the top. Hold on. I got to get it open first. I was trying to fold it so you could see two of them. So you can only see these two right now. Maybe. And because I can't see what I'm showing you. And if I turn it upside down, you can see the other side of that. That's the same side. I gotta flip it. Turn it around. Like that. So yeah, I ended up, even though I have this black in here, I tried a white with black and I just didn't like it. It was too light. And so I just went back to a black print. Instead of going with black and white, I ended up going with a black and gray. And again, it's not a quilt that I'm doing anything with. It was just something that I wanted to do and do something modern or improv, shall I say. And so I do have my quilt top done, and I got the border around the outside as well. So I did finish that, just forgot to share it on Saturday. Hi, Cynthia Shade from Chicago. Yes, thank you, everybody that's glad that I took the day off. I did, and I sat down. I fell asleep so many times, and I just basically was a couch potato, and the television was watching me. My husband, he couldn't believe how much I slept. I was tired. And I took advantage. Monty Pep is saying hello. The stars are great. Thank you, Darcy and Zandra and Bonita and Lana and Don and Minnie. Hi, Ray. Welcome. Holly Duvall just came in, so welcome to the chat. The other thing that I did this week is I went to the local quilt shops to you know, talk with those owners. I got to talk to 2 people in charge. I got to talk to all 3, but one of them, the person was out of town, and so I ended up talking to whomever was in the store, because I just asked who's running the store, and that was a funny answer, because it was like 2 or 3 names I got on people that was running the store. So, and it kind of fits in order with the owner too, so it was kind of funny. You really don't know who makes the decisions. But anyway, I met Kevin. He also went with me, went to the Quilted Cow. And I ended up purchasing, I don't even know if they got the name of this fabric on here. Let's see. Yes, they do. I purchased 2 dry brush prints. You know, I sometimes like tone on tones, and this was cheaper than $13 a yard. It was $10.95. So all of their dry brush is $10.95 a yard, and it's Essentials by Wilmington, and it's called Dry Brush. So I got this darker red color, and then got the exact same thing in a lighter red, kind of pinkish red color. So that's what I have. And then the other store I went to, this was on the clearance table for $7 a yard, but if you cleared the boat, then it was $5 a yard. Then, you know, you got to pay tax. So it was like 2 2/3 yards, something like that. This is QT Fabrics. quiltsforkids.org. So part of the proceeds for this right here goes to that organization. And I just like the colors. So I thought that was pretty. So I ended up getting that off the clearance table. And then I also went to, so this was the Quilted Cow. This was Also Personal. And then I also went to Jackman's too, and they gave me a door prize. Well, they actually technically gave me 3 door prizes. And I just decided that I wasn't going to share the other 2, and I'll just tell you what the other one is. It's a $15 gift card to the store. And so what I'll do is I'll make sure that I'll try to do something where I either give it out on the day we go to Jackman's or something like that. I'll figure out something. Maybe I'll have a keyword or something in my head, or if that doesn't work, nobody says the word, then maybe I'll do a guess the number in my head. But somebody in the store that's going to Jackman's on that day will be eligible to win that. So I thought that was really cool that they gave 2 prizes, and then on top of that ended up giving a gift certificate as well. So that was really nice. So I went by there to pick that up. So I went to 3 shops in one day. Went to Ted Drew's and the Dollar Tree, because I was over there by Ted Drew's. And I was so tired yesterday. I came home. It was not like sun out burning hot, but it was like a muggy kind of hot. And it just wore me out. I came home with sleep. I was so tired. Hey, Sharon Lewis. Thank you, Claudette, says she loves my quilt. Francis Jackson is here. And Miss T, been on treatments. Have I? No, we didn't have a scrap club in June. We're going to have it in July on the 2nd Sunday. And then we're going to have the Exploding Star Workshop, which is $40 to attend that. Plus, you need the Exploding Star pattern the following Sunday. And then we're also going to do the sew along for the African map pattern as well. I just need to pick a date, and it's not going to be on a weekend probably. I think what I'm going to do is just pick a day, have it recorded, and then give people the link to that. So you need to have the pattern in order to do that Zoom, but you can. That's what we're going to be working on. I do have some mail, so let's open it. I did not bring Remo's over there laughing. Well, she's not laughing, she getting on me. I'm laughing at her. She wanted me to call her when I went into Dollar Tree. I wasn't planning on being over there, but I looked up after I had been to all these quilt shops and Jackman's, and I go, Girl, you close. You may as well go ahead and get this done. So I ended up going over there anyway. So y'all remember when I told you all that I had opened up my Illinois map pattern, and I was one short, and I just so happened to have opened the envelope on camera, and I wanted to come back on camera because I emailed her like the next day, and she got it into the mail to me, and she has a little note up here that says, Teajuana, so sorry for the error. I am sending one extra pattern to make it up to you. So thank you, Karen, for the extra pattern. So I have Illinois. I had already ordered extra Illinois patterns, so this would be really cool. I can just put this in my stash of things to sell. So we're going to be working on the map of Africa in July. I just need to come up with a date. So make sure that you're getting your supplies for whatever size you want to make, because I think the Africa pattern has 4 different sizes, and just because you might have bought, some of you all bought 2 or 3 of these, and it doesn't necessarily mean that they're all going to be the same size. So make sure that you pay attention to what size, what your finished size is going to be, so you know what you want to make. So I just wanted to come back on here and open that, because that's real important if I opened it on camera, and to let you know that she did indeed fix it. And again, thank you, Karen, for the extra pattern. To mail it, with mailing, it's $15 to mail the African map pattern, and then the exploding star. Well, just go ahead and add like $6 for shipping if you're getting 2, because I'll just send it as a package instead of, hold on. I can't remember the price of the exploding star pattern, so let me look it up. I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. Boy, this AI stuff is something else. They got me up here in the AI. I don't think I like that it's so smart. The exploding star pattern looks like it's $15. I just wanted to make sure. So 15 for the exploding star, 12 for the Africa map. If you only want one, then just add $3 for shipping. If you want both, add $6, because I'm going to end up sending it as a package. So when I send this packages, it's normally $6 to $8. So just so people know. Yeah, so that's that. And then I don't know, Paula, I haven't seen Paula come in here. I got some box from Paula, and I don't know what this is, because she didn't tell me, and I don't know if it's supposed to be shown or not. It might be something that she sent in so she didn't have to. I didn't understand, because I thought they were driving, so I'm confused on this one, y'all. So let me take a look in here first. My box cutter is in the other room. Let's see if I've got enough of it open. I'm just going to take a peek in here. Sometimes, you know, you need to be surprised. So, let's see. Okay, so it's a miscellaneous box. See, last time she had stuff that was a little bit different, so I just want to make sure. It looks like a miscellaneous box. So we'll just take it out and look at it. Right here is a strawberry pincushion. Right here, there is a lot of these 6 sewing pins is what they call it. And 6 different colors. Might be something that came off of Temu, but I just want you to see the colors. It's a green, blue, white, gold, red, yellow, and black. So those are the colors. So 2, 3, 4 so far. 5, 6, 7. So 7 of those. This might be some stuff for a retreat because it looked like now this is enough to get to everybody. And trying to think if this is what I think it is. It doesn't say. I'll try to see if it's enough of that. If it's enough for everybody, I won't show you. But if it isn't, then I'll show you. This is a needle threader. Might be for Bernina. Right here. These are some fabric clips. This is, cleaners and things for your machines. I've already put this into a bag, giving everybody one. She's also got this kind here as well. Sometimes I have to be careful of the ones I make. If they're not glued in, they can sometimes get stuck in your machine. I've had to go fishing for one, so be careful with some of them. Okay, hold on. It's like a bag of miscellaneous, y'all. Hold on. I don't know what the thumbs up is. It holds something in this little hand, but it's like a little thumbs up hand right here. And it holds something, but I'm not sure what. Then down here at the bottom is a note. Oh, she was just saying that I was am packing and found this stash. It should have been in the mail 6 months ago. Hope you can use it at retreat. Sorry for the delay. All right. This looked like an eyeglass cord. Very pretty one. Eyeglass cord. And I've shown that. This is these are seam rippers. Look like from Temu. Got like Temu labels. I'll most definitely take these in case somebody forget theirs, then they can use those. These are little scrubbers or little hot pads, whatever you want to use them for. But this right here can be a little scrubber, clean your mats. And she just wrapped it in a piece of fabric. Okay. I don't think it's all gonna fit in here right away. Hold on. Let's see. Another bag here. It's got all kinds of stuff. Alright. So we've got a batch thing. Sometimes I put these on my sewing machines. This is a little sewing kit. This is hand sewing needles. Always come in handy. Multi-surface stencil. That's cool. Magnifier with a light. Has a light on it. Oops. I I'm trying to keep some of the stuff I gotta put back into this bag. These are bookmarks that are magnetic, very pretty. These are like bobbin holders or something. I don't know. They hold something. They don't tell you what it is. So, I don't know. But it's like a piece of plastic folded in on itself, so something can slip into it. It can be a cord. You can use it as a cord minder. That's what I think it is. Some off-brand thread, polyester, which is if you don't have any thread, it's better than no thread at all. I think she made some bags last year. These two might be the leftovers from that. And then I don't know why I put that in the bag, but I did. This is a magnet that has what on it? A flower. And it's got tool on top of it. So maybe somebody made it. She made it. Okay, I need this bag back. I think this thread was in there too. This is little pieces of bobbins. So I'll just probably put this on like the free table or something like that, because it's just miscellaneous. Some handmade bookmarks here. You're always on point. Dream Big. And birthday looking one, or a kitchen looking one. Piece of black fabric, don't know what that's about. Had something in there, I'm gonna have to throw that away. So we'll put it back in here so that it doesn't bend the bookmarks if you need them. And then this is, look like keychains. Yeah, different types of keychains. So we've got, we've got scissors, and they've got right there a little color. They actually, no, they were purple and teal. I was going to say this matched our shirt last year, but the shirt last year was purple and teal. Pair of shoes. I think I got these. Got a pair when I was in Hawaii. The little flip-flop keychains. Very pretty. Sewing machines. 2 of these. Whoops. 2 of these. And this is cute. A ruler. And then we also have a wrench. Cool. And the last thing I didn't show you, it's not enough for everybody to get one. And if I forget to take this box or something, then I will just use it in a future year, because we got plenty of stuff. This is, how many's in here? 10. So we're just short 1 technically, but this is also a cord minder. Where you can wrap up like your sewing machine cords, or your, this ain't gonna fit the sewing machine, but it'll fit like your charge cords, things like that, and then you just snap them in there. And then you can also, it's got like a little slit you can also use as well. But that's what this is. So technically it's enough for everybody but one person. And that could be her. So technically it's enough for everybody. And they're different colors. So I'll just make sure I put those to the side. And then we'll, like I said, I'll be putting whatever, if I remember to take it, I'll put it on the free table. If I don't have anywhere to put it, it'll be there for next year. So thank you so much, Paula. I will put this with the gift bag stuff. Since it's enough, I won't put it in there because I want to make sure she doesn't get it back. Nice goodie box for retreat. Yes, it is, Dawn. Hi, Katie, the Greenland Quilter. Hello, hello. Hey, Shelly, S5. Hey, Celeste. All right, so I didn't even cut my sewing machine on. We already at 7:33, and I knew I probably wasn't gonna finish it anyway, but I have a charity quilt from my Gil. And she gave it to me like this and just wants me to put the batting on here. So this is the quilt. It's just a basic square quilt, 4-patch, 9-patch, however you want to look at it. And we just somebody pieced it, she quilted it, and then she just needs somebody then to put the binding on. And I didn't even realize that I need to start at the beginning. So definitely not gonna be done today because I gotta press. So she gave me the strips. It's a lot of strips in here. Okay. This is one with a fold. This is two with a fold. So it just looked like a lot because she's cutting from 108. So let's see if this is long enough to do two sides before we go sewing all this stuff together. Only do what I gotta do. I'm sure she already checked it, so. Yep, it's just a tad short because it's like 3-4 inches shy of doing two sides. So that means I don't need the whole thing though. So we will come over here and sew this. For some reason I thought they were already gonna be sewed. Because all I had done was just took it out the bag like 5 minutes ago. Well, you know, 5 minutes before I went live. Now I've had it a whole month, and hold on. I've had it a whole month, but it's got to be taken back tomorrow. So this is, I keep telling you all, I'm getting done what needs to be done first, okay? That's how I'm operating right now. So we have a meeting, Gil meeting tomorrow. So I want to make sure I have this back. Okay. I'm only gonna press what I need. I'm not gonna sew it all on here. Because I'm lazy. Because I'm lazy. We don't want to do any extra work. Okay. I don't even have water. I don't know. We'll see if I got water in there. But we got to get it to heat up too, so. So getting some of it done is better than getting none of it done. I'm trying to think. On my to-do list, I am currently hand sewing the, well, not hand sewing. I'm hand sewing the sleeve. Yes, I am. I'm hand sewing the hanging sleeve to the back of the retreat backdrop quilt. So I'm doing that. And then, because I didn't finish it last year, I just kind of got it to the point where I could use it. Basically, got it pieced and quilted. And then I was like, okay, it's enough of that. So I never put the binding on it. So now the binding is on it. I'm hand sewing the hanging sleeve at this point. What else? I still got to do some heat press because I got the vinyl stuff done already. So I'm not as concerned about that right now. And then, you know, I got days, I'm running out of time. And then I got two things. I got scrap club this weekend. And I also have my niece on Sunday is having a housewarming. So, yeah. It's like, I don't have time for that. It's got a little water in it. Do I have any starch in here? This is my receipt. This is homemade starch with the vodka. Maybe. Hi, Yolanda Riza. Dorsey is reminding you guys to hit the thumbs up button again, so thank you so much. Crafting on a Dime with Shay. Hello, Shay. Welcome. Hey, Tracy Middlebrook. She say, tardy for the party, but my rent's paid. Oh, my goodness. Okay. I was looking for my other mat that had a pillowcase on it, but I must have used it somewhere and didn't bring it back. I don't know what is up. Why am I getting black stuff? I didn't get this with the other Panasonic iron, but I'm getting black stuff. But I normally have my mat covered. So I don't know what's going on with that. So the other side looked cleaner than that side, so we just flip it for right now. This is why I like to use a pillowcase on it so I can just take it off and wash it. Hi, Hey, Joe Carmel. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Betsy. Welcome, welcome. So, I am... Y'all, it's been like 10 years since I had somebody do my hair, but I scheduled an appointment in July for somebody to do my hair. I'm like, this is going to be interesting. This binding is not cut straight. Like, it's wobbly in and out. Because it was like cut from 108 and the fold probably wasn't straight. So I am having some issues with it. But we're going to do what we can. Gotta wait for my iron to heat up. Oh, Betsy's at the Muni. Go on, girl. Making binding is not my favorite part of quilting. I don't mind putting it on sometimes by machine, but I do 100% mind when I have to hand sew it to the back. I do have a problem with that. Does your homemade starch cause any starch to stick to the iron? I just cleaned mine, but it doesn't seem to completely come off. I never had a problem with it sticking. I think something is in this particular mat or got on this mat that got black spot. Or what also could have happened is I have these black phone cases up here, and when I was ironing, I could have burned some plastic too. So that could be it. That's what I think my problem is. It's something on here that shouldn't be on here. But if I had a pillowcase, I could just take it off and wash it. But I did buy a razor, a man's, well, you know, razor you shave mostly a man's head, but I guess you could shave a female's head too. I got that so that I can shave this mat. So I'm going to be shaving my mat. And Shay says she loves getting her hair done. I go next week. I haven't been in 10 years. When I go, they sometimes leave a bad taste in my mouth. They don't want to tell you what they use. I have eczema of the scalp. And so relaxers and gels, anything that's, I've never had my hair dyed. I already knew never to do that. But anything that's harsh to the hair and scalp, so I just don't do that because it aggravates the eczema of the scalp. And so I need to know what's in my hair, so if something happens when I go to them, that I can tell somebody if I have to go to the ER or go to my dermatologist. I need to know what it was. But they don't want to tell you what they're using, so. Yeah, Diane is saying I will have some Stay Flow or whatever it is, but I do about 40, 60. And see, when I make my own starch for sewing, I don't even use that high. I probably use about 25% of the concentrated starch. It just depends on what you're doing. Now, if I'm die cutting my kits, then I do go a little higher because I'm cutting 10 layers at one time. But other than that, I do about 25% starch when I make my own concentrated starch. And Darcy saying her hair is doing good. She said she was bald a year ago. So, yeah. I'll be bald when I come back. Yep. Elaine Doucette's here. Welcome to the chat, ma'am. I have a wool mat under a pillowcase and the mat burned, which is how iron, I don't know. Well, I can't see because there's, you know, fancy heart YouTube. I'd be glad when they get rid of that. So yeah. Shay says she's team lock. I'm about 6 weeks in. I'm about to start. That's the only reason I'm going. I'm getting tired of doing my own hair, putting my hands over my head for hours, and so I can't put any chemicals in it. I'm not gonna go for somebody to do a regular twist on my hair for the amount of money that they charge. So they may as well do some maintenance. So I used to go to the hairdresser every week when I was getting processes done to my hair. And then when I decided, I think it was like 2010, or was it 2001 or 2010? I think it was 2010 that I decided to go natural. And I've been doing my own hair because my hairdresser at that time, it wasn't as popular as it is now. And so she didn't do those styles. And I didn't want it pressed all the time either. So I just decided I was going to roll the relaxer out. So I got it to grow out about maybe, I don't know, 5 inches or so. And then I cut all that off. Cut all the rest of my hair off. And then started just being natural. And I'm just tired of doing it now. Because I've been slowly, gradually, every time I wash it, I'll cut a little bit off. Cut a little bit off. And now it's like, I maybe shouldn't have been cutting it if I'm going to lock it. But it's too late now. And then it might get cut some more. So, yeah. Alright, so we got the binding made. I'm actually going to put it onto the back of the quilt. And this quilt doesn't have a top, bottom, left, or right. So, well, it might. It don't matter. It does have a top and bottom. We have hearts. So, we'll just pick a side and go with it. Oops. I lost my chat. Hold on. Lost my chat. Put it on the wrong side. Alright, so hopefully, now that I've done this and cut it, I forgot to check to see if this quilt was square or rectangle, okay? I did cut a little extra, but we'll figure that part out when we get there. We are not going to worry about that. Okay. So, I want to fold back a piece. She got some, well, it's polyester batting. That's why I'm like, she got some thick batting in here. It's not cut the straightest either, but we're going to work with what we got. It's a charity quilt. That's the main thing. Get it done. So then, come down here and put a pin where I want to start. And let's increase the stitch length a little bit. Because I stitch with 2.0 for piecing. I think I'm going to go 2.75. I could go 3.0 probably. But 2.75 is good. Alright. So I'm just going to start stitching this onto the back of the quilt, bring it to the front, and machine do it all so that it can get to them tomorrow. Because if I got to hand do anything, I don't think so. I kind of like, when I give quilts away, I kind of do like doing bindings on machine because they're sturdier. Because most people that I give quilts to, they don't sew, so they wouldn't know how to fix it if it comes apart. And then I don't mend. So don't bring it back to me. Because I hate mending. I hated the binding the first time. Oh, so Darcy's saying she's excited about her hair. I remember one of my friends, her hair grew back. It was curly like a baby's head. And I was so hoping. And she was gray, salt and pepper too. And then it grew back in. It grew back in black, which was her original hair color. So it was so cool. And it lasted maybe 6 months. And then it went back to being straight and back to being gray. But it was so cute. So all right. So we'll get this binding on the back of this quilt maybe before we get off of here. And then I will, I don't know. I really don't. I need to go finish the other hand sewing I'm doing on the quilt, but I do want to take this one in. So I guess I'll figure out what I'm going to eat today. Let's see, what have I already eaten? Oh, I made grits and eggs and center cut bacon. That's what I made today. I didn't put the pen in here. I don't know what I did with it. I don't know if it's over there and this is it, or if I left it somewhere else. I just don't want to get stuck by it. That would not be fun. Hi, Janet McCarroll. Welcome to the chat. So I don't think I met anybody that went through cancer treatments and their hair did not fall out. They say everybody's hair doesn't fall out. That I saw anyway. Okay. I'm trying to make a straight line because the quilt's not straight, the binding's not straight. But you know, you work with what you got. Alright. Down here at the corner. Back stitch. And cut. You can't see anything with this fluffy polyester batting. I haven't sewed on polyester batting in so long. Are we supposed to bring anything for classes? Sue, I've sent out a few emails, honey. I don't know. You're not reading? I sent out an email. I can't remember when, and then I resent them in the middle to late May. I resent 2 emails. Some of them were in the newsletter because that's all I had to talk about was retreat, so it was put into the newsletter. I don't know what to tell you. I can only send it out. And I sent everything out from Teaquilts News to make sure it didn't get stuck somewhere. I've been sending emails for weeks. Okay. Lana says she does machine binding for everything on giveaway. Hi, Sean of Go Savvy Designs. Lana, oh no, that's Dawn, says she machine binds everything. I wash and dry all my quilts after quilted in home washing machine. I think the charity committee does that for us. I chose not to do radiation. Lana says, oh my goodness. I'm not going to read all of that. So Deborah says she had locks and cut them off. I'm hoping the mines get thicker. I'm hoping. Dark clouds passing overhead. It's really getting windy out here. Yeah, I hear it hitting up, the rain hitting up against my window over here. When I was younger, I used to change my hair like 3 and 4 times a year. I have braids. I'll have, well, that's when they had, you know, you get a relaxer or you could get the permed hair, the curls as we call them. You just never knew what I was going to have. My boyfriend at the time, it drove him nuts, and that's another reason I did it. I would cut it. He wanted all long hair. I would cut it. I'm like, you are so shallow. Oh my goodness. You're not paying for my hair to get done. You cannot dictate. And I figure like this, if I don't like locks, it's fine. I'll just cut it off. I'm not going through that taking down locks. I'm not doing that. So if I don't like it, I'll just cut my hair and then just start it all over again, because I'm not going to do that. I'm not doing the takedown process. I'm too tender-headed for that. We're not doing that. I mean, it is a mess out here. We might lose connection. T said she used to go 3 times a week. Girl, I went once a week. Like most salons, you just probably have to ask them. But back then, I don't know what they do now. This was pre-2010, and I went from the time I was about 21 years old. I just going every week. But you get a discount if you go every week over going once a month or once every 6 weeks. You know, you would get a discount for going weekly. Now, you're still going to spend more than if you just went, you know, your once a month or once every 6 weeks type thing. But you got a discount if you did go. So that helped too. I didn't even buy shampoo. I did not even own shampoo or conditioner because I went to the hairdresser every week. There was no need for me to have any product. No oils, no nothing. Just, no, I had a standing appointment. Every once in a while, it might have been filled. Like if she had a client that was in earlier and say they were getting a color treatment or something that was going to take longer, then it might go over into some other people's appointments. But yep, we're going to be adding that piece on that I didn't sew. Crazy. I'm trying to be lazy. I think I measured the short side instead of doing 4 of the long sides. I made it a little bigger, but I still don't think it's going to be big enough, but we'll see. In a jiffy. In a jiffy. Let's see. It's not thundering, but it's very windy. Okay, let's put my pen in here at the bottom. Got enough to turn the corner. I just ain't got enough to get to the end of time. If I had enough sense, I would have just put it on here and not pressed it, but had it on here. But no, I didn't do that. Didn't think that part through. So now I'll be doing another seam. Instead of just having 2 seams, now I'm gonna have 3. All right, this is all I got. I'm on the last side, but I need to go down here and see how far can it go. Okay. Y'all, I had left on, I told y'all I only needed like 8 inches, so I cut a piece about 30 inches, and I'm about 10 inches short. Let's cut the yarn back on. Get the piece I cut off. We got to go back down to stitch this, stitch length. Okay. All right. Cut this. Cutting off the little dog ears. All right. All right. Don't do what I do. Hoping the iron's hot. Yes. Just press that much. And it's 8:07. Good Lord. And my brother on here telling me yes. He talking about good night, everyone. Stay safe still. Internet down for a month. We wish we had a generator. Oh my gosh. It's pouring rain in South Florida. My lights are flickering, hoping not to lose power. We were out of power for a week when Tropical Storm Helene hit. And I think that's it. So good night, everybody that's leaving. I'm going to get this to this front. I mean, to the back. Ugh. I could have been done. I don't even know why I did that. Why did I cut it early like that? gosh, this is so crooked. And it's because of this polyester batting. This is why I don't use it. It's, you know, the difference in the density of the quilting. All right. I'm going to pass that up and then reverse and cut. And now I just need to measure where I want to cut this. I'll put this back in the bag when I'm done. We're going to get it onto the back because then I'm going to have to go somewhere else to press it over. I like to press it with a iron. So then I'll go press it to the front so I can top stitch it. It won't be so bad. Okay. Connect this binding piece together, the two tails. And I've got to go back down again. I don't want to forget that. Okay. All right. All right, all right, all right. I got a pen sitting on top of my phone, and I'm wondering if that was the one I was looking for before. Putting these back in there too. She might want to save them. I don't want them, but I'll give it to her in case she's a saver like that. She can pitch it. Oops, putting them in the wrong spot. All right, so just got to sew the connection down, but I want to press this seam open first. All right. Oops, put a pin in here, pin over here, and a pin right there, just to make sure. Oh my goodness. Forgot to move it back up. And last 2 inches. Yay. Overshoot it so I don't have to worry about back stitching. Alright, so we got it onto the back of the quilt, and then we pull it forward to the front and just top stitch it down. So that's what I got to do next. I'll come back and do that when I'm off the live. Let me just make sure nobody else had any questions. Nope. So yeah, so this is it. I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. I'll come back Saturday night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time for 2-hour live sewing chat. I'm sure I got some stuff I need to probably be sewing on, but I can't show y'all one of them, so we'll see. But I do have some things that I do have to do, so we will come back and see you then. Until then, you all stay blessed. Be safe, everyone, and quilt out. Oops, we got that up here.